years, so we raise these chicks from day-old chicks up to 60 weeks if we can get them there. And yeah, this is where it all starts. These birds are very young. They're just 5 or 6 weeks this week. The camera makes it look a lot dimmer than it actually is. But keep the light low so that they're a little more calm. Yeah, I will begin my chore walk now. One thing I should have said is chores start bright and early here at the farm. We start at 6 a.m. We go through the barns and make sure that we pick out any ones that have died. And it's an unfortunate reality that no matter how hard you try, just like in the human world and the animal world, you still get some that die for basically what seems like no reason. So we go through to make sure that we collect those. We don't want them hanging around the barn. It's bad for the other birds, and of course, if you let it go long enough, you know what can happen there. Gross things. And yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't give you better light. They really get spooked by the bright lights, and that's until they get a little bit older and they calm down. We still have the lights low, but at this point they're really, really flighty. And yeah, so I can get you better footage of the other farm or barns, but yeah, that's all I can give you for this one. So on to the next barn. You may be wondering, probably seen it on this barn here now when I walked in the chick barn, but that red and white square on the floor. We take biosecurity measures here to make sure that we limit as much as possible the transmission of diseases from other sources of birds into our flocks here. Whether that be migratory birds or exposure to chickens from other farms. These little zones here, I call them no-no squares for the kids. No, don't go in there. Yeah, you don't step inside there with your outside shoes, and you don't step out with your barn shoes. It's sort of a line that must not be crossed. So we have the 3 barns, like I said before. One of them is the chick barn. The other 2 are the laying barns. These are where the chickens will move into once they're old enough, and they'll spend the rest of their lives here laying eggs. And we collect those eggs. Being a broiler breeder farm, we send those off to a hatchery. They hatch those, and those become the chickens that go to the farm to be raised for human consumption. Yeah, so let's take a look inside. This is the youngest of the 2 lay flocks right now. One thing I forgot to mention when I started this is that everything here is automated. So it's all on timers, the lights, the feed, the water, even when the nest is open. So part of the chore walk also includes making sure that everything is operating the way it's supposed to be and it is expected. And yeah, as well as to just make sure, you know, that the barn didn't collapse, things like that. eggs gotta go somewhere to keep them preserved, sort of, or can't think of the word at the moment, but the temperature and humidity that we keep this room at allows the eggs to sit and sort of lay dormant with the least amount of eggs spoiling as possible. So yeah, this is where the eggs stay until the hatchery can come pick them up with their truck. This is the third and final barn, which is known as Barn 6. There's 2 locations. I should mention we don't own this. We just, I manage it and we work together. Noemi's got a job here, at least until baby comes. She's got a mat leave then, but she does egg picking, she does some of the cleaning here as well. And yeah, so this is Barn 6, third and final barn. And just be warned that they don't look as pretty as the ones we were just in. These guys are 56 weeks this week. They're about 4 weeks away from being shipped out. They aren't sick. This is just what happens when you've spent the last 37 weeks breeding every single day, multiple times a day. The only thing really left to do now is to just deal with the yuckiness. The dead chickens that you pull out and the cracked eggs. A lot of people wonder where these dead chickens go. They go into a composter. There they're composted, broken down. After they've broken down, we mix them into our manure, and then there's farmers nearby who will take those and spread them into their field. With that, the placement of the freshly cleaned dead chicken bins, chores are over. Time to go home for a quick breakfast, spend time with family before I have to come back and do the rest of the day. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. You want to come out? Out? Okay. Come. My baby. Are you my baby? Are you my baby? Can you give Papa a kiss? Papa kiss. Papa kiss? Yeah. Is that you? With torch. Good morning.
Which
Breakfast is done, so that means it's time to go back to work. Today just happens to be weigh day. Our feed rep Dion is here from the feed company to help with that. And yeah, his favorite part of the week. Weighing is finally done. It took a little bit longer today. It's the first day we had to put these young chicks here into the cage and weigh them individually. Last 4 weeks we can just kind of weigh 5 or so at a time in a bucket, and yeah, they're too big for that now, and they're all excited and flighty, so that always makes things interesting. On to the rest of the day. One of the major downsides of farming livestock is that you get flies. Drive me insane. So right now I am in the barn spraying the walls with the treatment that is supposed to stay there for a while so that the flies die. And yeah, this and a couple other things you can do, otherwise that's it, you kind of have to suck it up. Well, that took longer than expected. A little afternoon now. It's supposed to be starting to take lunch at 12. It took a little longer to spray those flies. Whatever. I'm tired and hungry, leave me alone. Off to lunch. Lunch is done. On to the afternoon of non-stop machine work. Yeah, you can forget what I said about machine work all afternoon. The machine is broken. The joys, the never-ending gifts. On my way to town to see if I can get some parts. No luck at the parts store, they did not have a belt. I did just speak with my friend and co-worker at the other farm. They've got a really nice Kubota zero-turn mower there. I head over there now and grab that. Start getting something done on the farm here. What a crazy day, and it's so hot. It's like, it's got to be 30 degrees by now. It's humid, and the sweat pouring off of me. My pants are stuck to my legs, and it almost feels like being in the Philippines again. Day. 7:49. It's time to do not farm stuff.
Say bye-bye. Dawson's ice cream treat.
Yep. Had a long, hard day of farm work and
blistering heat. Didn't even get as windy as they're making it sound like it was going to be. And yeah, this is very nice. Good way to end a long day.
Yep.